Hello friends, welcome back, and let's see what has been going on with Bitcoin and with crypto in general. We're going to cover again updating my charts, my predictions for Bitcoin and Solana, and also DOT, which is the third prediction that was requested by a subscriber. But guys, these are the best signals you'll get, and the best thing is that they are free so far. One day they are going to be valued as several, if not hundreds, just thousands of dollars, guys. So value this content, guys. Be very grateful of the information that I bring for you for free. Okay, no one else has this accuracy. So for example, we saw yesterday what a massive day that was. Bitcoin finally reached 100k, just like everyone was expecting since like forever. It was the milestone that really defines Bitcoin going to the moon. It's going to keep going up and up and up and up, and it's easily going to reach $1 million in the near future, in the sense that maybe like within 10 years, something like that, at the pace that Bitcoin is going. I can easily see that. However, I know some years of the near future, let's just say 4 years, maybe the next 4 years, within the next 4 years, I cannot be specific. Maybe that could be a video that if you request it enough, I can finally reveal what the year of the Bitcoin crash will be. But anyways, guys, it's for the time being, in the very near future, it's a very bright future for Bitcoin. Now, yesterday, like I said, Bitcoin crossed way above 100k. It reached 104k. So it's a very powerful impulse. However, after that came a very, very massive correction. It's actually one of the strongest corrections, not only in the month, but also maybe like in the last couple months, something like that. I just read someone in Twitter saying that it was one of the hardest corrections of Bitcoin in the year. So it's no joke what just happened, guys. And no one else could have seen this coming except me. I told you, I was very specific. Look at this, guys. I had said that when I first published the chart, I told you that the 4th and the 5th will be very, very powerful consecutive volatile days. They are consecutive days, not alternative like 6 or 7, for example. It's consecutive. Both of these 2 days were going to be extremely volatile. I told you. For example, you see, this is the 4th of December. Look at this. This is the impulse that finally got us above 100k. And look at this today. This is the 5th of December. Look at this massive crash all the way down to almost 92k. It's impressive, guys. It's like more than $10,000 just wiped out in the span of like a couple hours. It's just insane. And like I said, no one else could have seen this coming, guys, except me, because I told you these are going to be very volatile days, but they are also coinciding with the range of days, which is the 4th to the 6th of December, where we could see very, very powerful corrections. Very powerful corrections, no joke. This is 11% correction. This is so powerful. I'm talking about these very, very strong crashes. I told you this, expect this to happen within this range of days. Now, like I said in my first video, don't pay attention to these ellipses. They are for me just for testing some other statistics, some other analytics. I will reveal maybe what they really mean in the next video, something like that, when the month finishes, maybe. But right now, guys, just focus on the traditional chart and the boxes. Now, we're not right out clear of the woods just yet. Is that the right expression? I really don't know. Whatever. So we're not safe yet. We can still expect some powerful corrections in, possibly even tomorrow could be the final day where I can see another powerful correction. It's not really that likely because it already happened with this today. It's a very, very powerful correction, and it's a very strong recovery as well, but not enough to go above 100k again. So it's sitting at 97k. Okay, so expect more volatility tomorrow, and possibly on the 7th, and on the 8th, and possibly all the way to the 10th of December. We can expect some very powerful impulses, some very powerful jumps, some nice juicy profits on this range of days. Now, this could extend if we're lucky. Might not be consecutive green days, but they could extend in some fashion all the way to this other range that we have on the 13th to the 16th of December. Now remember, it's not all of these days. It's not like 3 consecutive green days. It's one of these days. Maybe sometimes 2 or 3, or I mean, in my last prediction about Bitcoin, guys, look at this. This is a prediction for November. The stats are so way down because Bitcoin just pumped crazy. But look at this, guys. Look at my accuracy. So I told you in this previous prediction, the 10 to the 15th of November, I told you expect powerful impulses. Expect very, very powerful impulses. This is the 9th of November. So in the final hours, you can see that right when we cross to the 10th of November, the impulse just jumps absolutely crazy and keeps going up and up and up and up on this range of these 5 days. Now, not all of these days were consecutive green days because we saw a very powerful correction on the 14th of November, just like I told you right here. So remember, these boxes are very, very powerful indicators. They are so powerful that people are having massive profits just by reading this and only these boxes. I mean, they could care less about all of the other circles. This is why it's such a powerful indicator that I have developed. No one else has this, no one else can do this, no one else has this accuracy. So remember, like I told you, value this content, guys. Give me a like, give me a sub, give me a comment, give me a share, because this content is going to be in the future only for private subscribers. It's so powerful, I cannot just bring every time this kind of accuracy, this kind of knowledge for free. You guys know how many people will they will be very, very desperate for this information. It's that powerful. So like I told you, expect these powerful days on these impulses. Now, these days, it's where we can see Bitcoin reaching another milestone. For example, maybe 110K, something like that, 1100, something really powerful. It's kind of juicy, actually, just savoring the moment, just actually thinking about this potential price. And it's going to get even wilder, guys. Now, I'll throw this gem out for you. If you're sticking right through the video, I mean, if you're really listening to this and care about this. Okay, so in my predictions, I have been doing now long-term predictions. I always do them, I keep them to myself, but I am deciding to share this gem with you. Now, this price, 100K, is really nothing compared to what we'll see. And I think the peak of Bitcoin will be achieved sometime within the next year, 2025. Now, I cannot give the specific date just yet. I am kind of reserving that one for me. But if you like this video enough, and if you comment on this video enough, I might be able to share this in the next videos. But I'm telling you that we will see the peak of Bitcoin in 2015 and 25, the next year. Now, if I were to say what that peak will look like, I think it will be very near 2000K. I mean, 200K. It could sit somewhere between these ranges, which is 18 all the way to 200. Something like that could happen on this next year. And after that, we can see, as obvious, this is always the pattern for Bitcoin. Once it reaches the peak, it goes down. Now it goes down slowly. It's not a full down crash collapse. I know where the year where Bitcoin is going to crash really hard. And by really hard, I mean that Bitcoin could possibly go all the way down to 40K, 50K, something like that. Possibly even lower. But that year so far is not looking like it's going to be very recent. So yeah, just enjoy the moment, guys. Enjoy your profits and be very, very aware of these days that I am highlighting for you. This is so easy to just read. I mean, this is so easy, the colors, guys. I mean, even a kid, even a children could understand this. Anyways, let's take a look at Solana. So Solana right now is very volatile. It's not really that decisively volatile in the sense, in a good sense, like Bitcoin. It's so far not in an all-time high. It's not reaching a new level. So Solana is kind of having some trouble, something like that. But we can expect that volatility to continue. We can see for Solana at least corrections maybe on the 7th and possibly on the 8th of December. Now, after that comes a range where it's going to be either massive volatility, it's going to be very undecided, just like this volatility that you are seeing today. For example, on the 5th of December, look at this. The price goes up, goes down, goes up and again, and it kind of stays in the exact same position where it started. Very similar, actually. Not that kind of, but it's kind of similar. But you can notice this is like a resistance right here. It's forming a resistance that it's not really doing that much after this. I mean, it's struggling to really go really up and go all the way back to this previous all-time high. But that's the case for Solana, guys. And now let's take a look at the DOT chart, which is like I said in my first video about these December predictions. This is very experimental, very experimental, guys. Now, for example, we saw this very powerful impulse on the 2nd of December, just like I told you in the box. Now the box covers from the 2nd of December all the way to the 5th of December, and there's a second box which obviously encompasses corrections on the 4th and on the 5th of December. So we see that, again, just like Bitcoin, that 4th of December was very volatile, but Bitcoin was actually full on green. Now for DOT is a mix of the two energies, just like I had this on these boxes. I mean, look at this. The boxes are kind of fighting each other over these days. Now the same can be seen today, which is the 5th of December. Both energies very present so far. It's very volatile. So we can expect for Solana, for DOT, more range. Very even consecutive green days in this kind of period. You know, from the 13th, possibly extending all the way to the 17th. That's where I can see consecutive green days. Now after that comes another period where we see only 2 days and possibly very powerful impulses, 21, 22, and after that comes a powerful correction. Okay, so again, this is DOT. It's kind of experimental. I am really taking my time, enjoying this, and just doing basically all what I want. So thanks for the suggestions, and always give me more so I can experiment more and bring you this extreme value content. Anyways, that's all for today. Again, to remind you all, subscribe, share, and like all of that stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.